We're going to get started with Manchester United because yesterday we reported that the club are interested in the Paris Saint-Germain goalkeeper, Gianluigi Donnarumma. This is big news, isn't it, Dan? Just tee this up for us. How far down the line are we with a potential deal here?
Yeah, look, I think it's important to say at first that, it's very tentative. United are interested in Donnarumma. And when you look at their goalkeeping situation at the moment, Andre Onana, he is on tour with Manchester United at the moment, but he's out with a hamstring injury. United have had previous interest in Donnarumma in 2017 when he was at AC Milan. He then renewed his contract then. But really at this stage, it's just interest. And Donnarumma is entering the final 12 months of his contract at PSG. We know he's a Euros winner, of course, beating England a few summers ago. And of course, the Champions League winner now with that PSG team we saw at the end of last season. So we'll have to wait and see where United's interest goes, if that turns into a formal bid. But, Jay, I'd ask you, is that where they need to strengthen right away?
Definitely. I think most teams, if they could sign Donnarumma, there's going to be an upgrade on their keeper. He's one of the best in the world. I'd argue probably top 3 in the world. Obviously, he won the Champions League last year. He's a fantastic goalkeeper. He's a different kind of goalkeeper to Onana. Of course, we see Onana, even though he had an indifferent season last year, there were some very good moments, but then there was a lot of mistakes, and obviously with them mistakes, it's highlighted. You remember those mistakes. So I can understand why Man United would be looking at Donnarumma. Like I said, he's got a year left on his contract. Is this a situation where his agent's trying to get more money out of PSG? Is it a situation where he might just wait until the January transfer window, because then he can speak to foreign clubs and then maybe leave at the end of the season on a free? We don't know, but there's one thing for sure, he's a fantastic keeper.
Yeah. You can see there, Onana, 8 errors leading to goals. That's the most of any goalkeeper in the Premier League last season. You mentioned it there, they are different types of goalkeepers, aren't they? Donnarumma, we saw pull off some amazing saves in the Champions League, particularly against Arsenal. But is he as good with the ball at his feet as someone like Onana?
I wouldn't say he's as good with his feet as Onana, but ultimately you want your keeper to make saves. And if you can have a great goalkeeper who's decent with his feet, I personally would take that over someone that's very good with their feet that don't make a lot of saves and makes more mistakes.
Yeah, I do think that you have to remember, yes, Onana did have a few mistakes last season, but he also did have a few man of the match performances as well. I remember one in particular against Brentford. He made a fantastic double save among many others that game, and he also won goal save of the month a few occasions last season as well. So yes, he had some mistakes in him, but I think Manchester United as a whole, as you know, Jay, when a squad themselves aren't feeling all that confident, maybe does a goalkeeper, a forward, maybe need a bit more empathy, even though those positions get so much more attention?
Yes, but I think the way keepers are judged, especially at the biggest clubs in the world, the top clubs, is they're not going to have many shots to save. You look at like Alisson, you look at Edison, you look at them kind of keepers in the Premier League, they might have 2 shots to save in the 90th minute. And you have to make them. And with Onana, yes, he's had great games. Yes, he's made some fantastic saves. But them mistakes have cost Man United games. And ultimately, I think that's where it's more important to have a goalkeeper that's going to make them big saves and limit those mistakes than have someone that's great with their feet, that's going to play out, hit diagonal balls. That's great, but ultimately is going to lose games to Man United. And that's what he did last year.